This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here at the NorShipping 2017 in Oslo, and we're very pleased to welcome Johan Karlsson, CTO of Volvo Penta. And Johan, first and foremost, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me here.
So Johan, just to start off, can you just give us a brief overview of yourself, and more specifically, you are the CTO, what that entails? What are your responsibilities?
Absolutely. So I'm part of the management team of Volvo Penta, heading up everything on our product. So product strategy, where we go with both what type of features we want to present to the market, and also when it comes to technology, how we actually deliver those features. So within my hands are the product management organization, the R&D function, as well as purchasing. Okay. So I usually say to our customers that when it's good, you can pat me on the shoulder, and when it's bad, we're there to support with the entire organization.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Again, I'm sure many of our viewers, I know many of our readers know Volvo Penta, but can you just give a short description of what you are as a company today?
Volvo Penta is part of the Volvo Group, which is one of the world's largest commercial equipment suppliers, trucks, buses, construction equipment, and of course also marine. So as part of the Volvo Group, we have access to a lot of technology which is developed for on-road applications, off-road applications, and we specially adapt those for marine and industrial environments. So in the case the customer wants to access any of the equipment on the group as components, so to say, an engine, a transmission, or a complete drivetrain or propulsion system for marine, it's through Volvo Penta. Okay. Half of our business is on the marine side. Half of our business is industrial equipment.
Okay. Johan, as we briefly discussed, the last time we met was at your test facility in Sweden, and it was one of the more memorable events in my maritime career, where I got to test drive one of the new IPS systems. Obviously, a company like Volvo Penta is always innovating. Can you bring our viewers up to speed on what is going on at Volvo Penta today?
We are completely, I would say, dedicated to making boating easy. And when I say easy, I talk about integration, ease of installation, ease of operation, ease of service, and making products which are really fit for use. That's something I live for. That's something I talk to my organization about. And I think it's in the DNA of our company. From that DNA comes, for example, as you mentioned, the IPS solution, which is an integrated engine system, transmission system, pod system to get the power into the water, but also the electronics integration. And it goes all the way from prop, so to say, up to the helm station, and how you interact with and how you actually use the equipment. It gives us a possibility to be a one-stop supplier for the entire drivetrain solution. Gives, I would say, better uptime, predictability, possibility to work with us to design the complete solution. And it gives us, as a technology supplier, the possibility to integrate additional functions and really make the product fit for use in whatever segment it might operate. So I think that's part of our DNA, to make it integrated, make sure that we can capture the value for the customer.
Your company is very well known on the pleasure side of the market. You've been making some very strong inroads into the commercial side, specifically with the IPS system. I just wanted to know if you could update us on the current status of your penetration into the commercial maritime market.
We're getting very good penetration with the IPS product, but also our inboard and aquamatic solutions are available in the commercial specifications. But going back to the IPS solution, as I mentioned before, that's a system which is possible to adapt and really integrate and make fit for use in whatever segment we want to operate. We're specifically seeing benefits on the wind farm vessel side, where you use your vessel to deploy service personnel to service the wind farm pylons, for example, on open sea. There you need to be able to safely offload personnel into the pylon. You need a good, strong bollard push. You need very good maneuverability to place the vessel in the right position, and therefore you need a very good handling. You need good stability, and we see that our product on the IPS side is really suited for that type of operation. We see a number of installations on high-speed vessels. It might be patrol boats, police boats, pilot vessels that work in rough seas, need the maneuverability, but also the speed and the push. So there are a number of segments which really benefits from the total integrated system that the IPS can deliver.
A company like Volvo Penta, you are always innovating. Can you share with us what's on the drawing boards? What's in the future for Volvo Penta?
I'll share a bit what I see as the major trends affecting our industry. So some of my colleagues say that we've had a couple of decades of fast innovation and so much technology coming, and I say, when I look at the trends today and where technology is going, the next few decades will be so reap of innovation. We have connectivity coming full scale. We have the possibility to integrate more and more based on electronics. We have automation coming. We see that we are pioneering automation in the construction industry, in the trucking industry, and we're making that technology travel into the marine industry. And of course, we have hybridization, electrification of vessels. And these technology trends, they make up for even further improvements and tailoring of the product towards the specific needs of a segment. And it also enables us to build the drivetrains in a somewhat different way. So I imagine us being able to further move along the integration corridor, so to say, making sure to capture even more value, being able to provide even more value to the operator by getting access to automation system, connected products where you can predict the performance of the product. You can do your predictive maintenance in a completely different way than we've had before. You can start getting automation support when you do different types of handling. I talked about onboarding a wind farm pylon before. I could see that benefiting from slight automation coming in the future. And of course, then, as I said, hybrids, which will even further strengthen the versatility. There are some spots and some segments today where you can go completely electrified, whereas some are bound to be diesel-based today based on the energy equation. But that moves fast with new battery technologies coming. So it's an interesting future.
Again, we thank Johan Carlson for joining us. This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.